You can now apply conditional formatting to your Access 2010 reports, allowing both you and your audience to more easily spot trends and gain insights. Let's explore this now using a database called Customer Orders. And once you've opened it up, you can double-click the Order Totals report found in the Customers group. Now this particular report displays data about customers, and you'll see values in the total column. And this data comes from one of the tables or a combination of the tables in this database. But if we want certain data to stand out, we can apply that conditional formatting. To do that, we need to change views. Currently, we're in the Report view. With the Home tab selected on the ribbon, click the View button drop-down, and you can choose either Layout View or Design View. We can apply conditional formatting in either. Let's go to Design View. Now here's where we see the design of our report, the different fields that are being used, the labels, etc. It's the total field that we want to format. Let's click the total field, and when it's selected, you'll notice the report design tools are highlighted up here on the ribbon above the Design, Arrange, Format, and Page Setup tabs. We want the Format tab, so we'll select it. And in the Control Formatting group is where you'll find the Conditional Formatting button. Go ahead and click that. Now here's where we get to build the rules for this particular field, which is total. Notice it also appears here in our Conditional Formatting Rules Manager. And we can apply multiple rules just by clicking the New Rule button. We start our first rule. So here at the very top you can see we can check values in the current record. Otherwise we might want to compare to other records. That's another option. But down below is where we start to build that rule. Notice that the first field says field value is. If we click this drop down, we could build this on an expression as well. But let's leave it at field value is. Now we get to choose the condition. We'll click the drop down, and let's say we want numbers that are below a certain value to stand out. Let's go to less than. Once we've got our operator in there, we click in the field next to it to build an expression or simply type in a number. Let's type in 200. Now, when the total field is less than 200, what formatting will be applied? That's next. We do that down below. Notice the preview has no format set at all. But let's say we want it to be bolded and maybe stand out with some color. We'll click the Font Color button. Let's choose a nice bright red. There's our preview. That's what numbers in the total field that are less than 200 will look like. We'll click OK to lock in that rule. It now appears here in our list of rules. If we wanted to add another rule for numbers above a certain value, we could do that as well. But for the sake of time, we'll click OK. That saves our rule, and now to see the effects, we'll go back to that report view. Click the Home tab on the ribbon, click the View button drop down, or simply click the button above to go to Report View. Notice the numbers that appear now bolded in red, all of which are below $200. So when you need to gain insight, spot trends more easily, remember you can now apply conditional formatting to your Access 2010 reports.